Hi, this is Clifford Bryan, your New Orleans eye reporter for CNN. Recently, there was a controversy that started with Ed Blakely, who is the former recovery czar for New Orleans. And Ed Blakely started a controversy when he gave an interview for a college TV station. And he made some statements that a lot of New Orleanians were not happy about. And he said, first of all, Ed Blakely said he predicted New Orleans would no longer exist in 100 years because a flood would wipe New Orleans out. He also forecast race riots in the near future for the city, saying that everyone's a racist in New Orleans. Now, I've read some things, what Ed Blakely has said in the past, and I think when he says racist, he's talking about blacks and whites. Arnie Fielkow chimed in. Mitch Landrieu chimed in. And New Orleans mayoral candidate John Georges they all had something to say about it. Arnie Fielkow said that Ed Blakely's remarks were highly offensive, divisive, unprofessional, and erroneous. He said, contrary to Ed Blakely's opinions, I find New Orleanians to be among the most determined and resilient people I have ever encountered. Okay, well, can't argue with that. Mitch Landrieu, who some people say may be entering the New Orleans mayor's race. I talked to lawyer Trevor Bryan. He said it's a greater than 50% chance that Mitch will get into it. Mitch had this to say. He said, in perhaps the strongest response, that he called Ed Blakely's comments offensive and untrue. Mitch Landrieu went on to say, by maligning the people of New Orleans, he is only trying to cover up his incompetence. Landrieu said in a prepared statement, his comments and his attitude are cowardly and disgraceful. New Orleans prospects for recovery have improved as a result of Mr. Blakely's departure. Wow. Where was all of that when Ed Blakely was actually the recovery czar? I don't know. I think Ed Blakely probably said some of his statements in frustration. He did come here probably with the best of intentions, but not really having a good gauge on the people of New Orleans and how things go here. I think that's where he ran into trouble with the whole situation. And so I don't think we should point fingers. John Georges, he said at his New Orleans mayoral announcement, when you hear comments from people like Blakely, it's time for people locally to defend our city. We're more united than people think, he said. I'm moving on. I'm looking forward. We're going to bring energy to this city like you've never seen. Interesting comments there by John Georges. I think much of this is much ado about nothing, and it will be an issue who will be the next recovery czar, and all of this is kind of leading up to who's the next mayor, who's going to be the next mayor. That was interesting for Mitch Landrieu to get involved in this debate. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm sure white voters would agree with most of these comments. I don't know about black voters, but this is very interesting, and we're going to keep you tuned in. This is Clifford Bryan, and I'm your CNN eye reporter. Thank you.